Hello.
Hi,
State your name and occupation.
Jay Ely, lab technician, Kaiser Permanente.
Tell me what you know about child labor.
Child labor is the legal practice of having kids under the age of probably 14 work illegally instead of being in school.
Okay. So the use of child labor is the use of children in industry or business, especially when illegally or considered, or the work that they're doing is considered inhumane.
Exactly.
What do you think Christianity and or Catholic Church would say in response to this issue?
They would say that this is also illegal and that the kids should not be made to work illegally. That's my opinion. I think Christianity would say.
Who do you think can make the biggest difference in correcting this issue? What should they do?
The parents can make the biggest impact in this, and if they are in such a position that they need money, they can always contact their church or government for help, and I'm sure they could get help instead of resorting to having their kids being used as child labor. So I think the parents are the most important in this equation.
Okay. So what happens if the parents are not in a position where they can go and tell their children they need their children to go work because their living conditions are so bad that they have to make their children go, and the education system is not that good. So would you rather rely on the government, or would you rely on who would you rely on?
Yeah, the government should could do more, but the government can only do more if they know about this. So it still depends on someone knowing about this factor, maybe this family, to say something. So a lot of times the government will do something, but they don't know about the issue. So it would have to be either a family member or someone to help.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. What do you think Christianity or the Catholic Church would say about child labor?
I would think that they would say or be against it, especially since I imagine that many of the child labor going on is illegal and would cause the children to be in a probably a bad situation.
Who do you think can make the biggest difference in correcting this issue? What should they do?
It would probably be government or even families to be educated and find other ways of maintaining their families so that they wouldn't have to send their children to work. So government, schools, anyone who's in a child's life.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Carlos Jr.
Okay, so I will be interviewing you on child labor. So I will be asking you up to 3 questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So, first question. Tell me what you know about child labor.
Child labor is that you cannot keep kids working until they're 18 years older, and if you're gonna be give them a job, they could only work like certain hours, but after school.
All right.
Okay.
You have more to?
And
Were you done?
yes.
Okay. So pretty much the basic definition of child labor is the use of children in industry or business, and they're performing work that is either illegal or inhumane. So just to add on to that, so you did mention some working reasonable hours. So children are allowed to work, but as long as the work is like acceptable, appropriate for a child that young, and they're under reasonable supervision and receiving reasonable wages and benefits. So yeah, next question is, what do you think Christianity or the Catholic Church would say about child labor?
It's against the law. It's against the. That's what the parents or the adults are there for, so they could provide for the children's. If they're using the child to work, that would be considered illegal.
So that's what the Catholic Church would say.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Last one. Who do you think can make the biggest difference in correcting this issue, and what would they do?
I think it's the parents and the government, because if the parents allow the kids and that they're allowing adults to take advantage of that, they're gonna keep on doing it. So they have to report it or bring attention to the government that doing that it's against child in their child problems.
Alright, so what was that?
I-
So what if the family is impoverished and the parents want the child to work?
To a certain limit, it's okay for the kids to have their parents, but not to abuse them. If first they have to let the kids have an education, and then if the kids have, like I would say, good grades and they're keeping up with their school, if they wanted to work to help out, like for just a couple of hours, I would say it's okay, but not to abuse them.
Mm-hmm. Alright. That's all. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Alright, thank you. You did good. Say hi to Dr. Burgon.
Hello.